Hey, it's Keanu, the master of the Matrix and savior of pitbulls. Welcome to my favorite show, Max's Madness. This episode is brought to you by Liquid IV.
Welcome back to another Max's Madness. It's a patriotic Max's Madness. Hopefully you had a chance to do what you need to do as an American, but we're not going to be getting into that. This is not a political show. This is all about football. Let's get into it because it was a crazy week. We had some intense matchups, the ones that I really want to call out here just to keep this one short. The train has been derailed. Something happened. Maybe there weren't enough coal feeding into the engine or some kind of breakdown because Jerkin Goff ended up taking a loss against CD's TDs. CD's TDs dropped 142.66, even playing somebody that was not active. So crazy to see just the absolute disrespect that Spence put down onto Tyler's team. Tyler, you might want to regroup or start fixing that train because you're going to need it for next week when you're playing in week 10 here. Another crazy upset. Adams' unstoppable offense, 128.74 over Auntie McKim's Royal Oak Cavaliers, 101.2. She was top of the league. We talked about it, Adam. We hyped you up for 2 weeks. We said go off, King. And what happened? 128.74 over the top team in the league, also putting you into the winners playoff projections. So that's a big win for the team. Hopefully you took them out for a nice steak dinner after that and help them regroup. Maybe get a day off from practice before getting ready for week 10 because that is a huge win, not just for you, but also for the league and helping to balance the playing field. Big win here by the Meaty Buckles over Grit Ass Iron. MVP of the week, 146.18. over Paul's Grit Ass Iron, 137.2. And what you are now, not just MVP of the week, but you are the sole number one spot in the league. Congratulations. What a change. What a big turn of events. You're sitting at the top, brother. And Paul, maybe next time you might want to balance out a little bit of the grit that you're giving to the Lions and put that back into Grit Ass Iron because the Iron's looking a little dull right now. We need to bounce back. Now, I will give you credit. 137.2 typically would get you a win against any other team. You did have a dominant performance, just didn't come up against the top. So you know where your team stands in order to get ready for the playoffs here, where that might be a team to beat. Meaty Buckles is on fire and top of the league. We talked about last week in Max's Madness, the Battle of the Twins. Came down to the wire, really came down to the Monday Night Football game. Real America's team just kind of squeaked that one out. 130.42, another big point score for the week. Taking down Courtney's I'm on a mission at 120.98. 120.98 is a great score for the week. It's just unfortunate, Courtney, that some other teams are putting up some big points against you. So keep the grit, keep the determination. You'll bounce back. Hopefully you're on the bubble. Hopefully you can get a couple more wins here, and that'll put you back closer towards the winners' playoff projections. Those were the big games that I really wanted to call out for Week 9. Lots of things happening. We had some trades. We got the trade deadline today, so there's a lot of moves going around. Check your lineups. Make sure you're looking at the matchups, not just against who you're playing, but who your team, your actual teammates are playing. Because a good example of this one would be Uncle Alex's greatest show on paper getting the win because DeAndre Hopkins goes from the Titans to the Chiefs and puts up 28.6 points. So look at that. Look at those descriptions because you're looking at expert opinions as far as who they think makes the most sense to start because they're looking at the cold hard stats. And that is going down to how much this defense gives up yards. So I won't beat a dead horse on that because I'm trying to keep this one somewhat short, but wanted to give you a little bit of tips as we're getting into this last couple of games for the playoff push. If we look at the Week 10 matchups that we have coming in here, a couple of games to highlight. We have a 5-4 Najee See Me, Najee Don't against 4-5 Greatest Show on Paper. That's a 6th and 7th seed teams. Good rankings there. That's going to kind of make or break what's going to happen in this playoff push. I'm on a mission. Courtney, you really got to come in clutch here. You're going up against Ant McKim in second place. You need these wins to get into that winner's bracket. So make sure you're having those pep talks with the team. Make sure you're looking at some of that film. 4-row Adams Unstoppable Offense. 4-5 Adams in the winner's bracket right now. Rowena, you're on the bubble here. So this win could put you back into the bubble spot here between Adam and you. And if you do beat Adam, because Adam's technically at the top there and you have that win at the end of the season, that could give you that last little leg, that last little push that gets you in over Adam. Adam, keep that streak going. This could be another one to really secure your spot at 5-5, which will keep you... It actually would move you up into the 7th spot and give you a little bit of wiggle room in that winner's bracket. It's going to be a tough battle on Real America's team in the Meaty Buckles, the 9th seed and the 1 seed. Again, Steph, like I said to your twin, to Court, you two need a game plan on that. Maybe have a joint pep talk. Since you two are very competitive, maybe you can instill that into your team. You need to take out the Meaty Buckles to even that playing field a little bit more. And then the big one here, Grid Ass Iron 5-4, Jerkin Golf 5-4. This is going to be another one that's going to put you on the bubble in the bracket. So Tyler and Paul, close matchup here. Winner's going to make it into that winner's bracket. Loser's going to be on that bubble. So take a look on that one there. Make sure you're doing your research there for the team. And my favorite matchup of the weekend, only because I love the rivalries here, Spence versus Jess, Battle of the Parents, winner takes all, 5-4 and 3-6. Jess, you also need this win to get into that bubble spot for the winner's bracket. But maybe we make it a little bit interesting. Who knows? There could be a little friendly wager in there. Loser changes diapers for a week. I don't know. Winner doesn't have to do the dishes. Something like that. They could make that one a little bit more exciting. Playoff bracket right now, like I said, it's a tight race. I just want to call out probably the ones that are going to be safe for right now. Meaty Buckles, you are at the top. Aunt Kim, so Alex and Aunt Kim, you guys are probably going to be safe here at the top at the 1 and 2 spot. I think you guys are sitting at a 97 or 99% playoff percentage, so you're safe there. Paul, from your initial draft coming in here, you've stayed consistent. You have a 90% chance of making the playoffs as well. And then we have a 94% chance for CDs, TDs, who's also sitting in that 4 spot. So top 4 have that 94% chance or higher. Lowering down between that, you have Tyler, who went from 0-4 to now on this hot streak and now recently losing one, but you have a 93% chance of making playoffs. The Commish, 81%, and then it drops from there. Uncle Alex, 65%, Adam, 61%. Like I said, your matchups are going to be crucial for you, except for you, Uncle Alex, because you're going down this week. And then you have a 59% for Steph at number 9. From there, it really drops off. 23% Jess, 20% Rowena, 17% Courtney. We'll see what happens. No one's clinched a playoff spot yet, so anything could happen. People could go on losing streaks. The buys are coming into play now. We'll see how it all shakes out in the end. But that is going to do it for Max's Madness. About an 11-minute episode this time. I'll try to make sure we keep them short, but it's just too much exciting things to talk about. If you have any questions regarding how the playoffs work or any advice that you're looking for, I am an unbiased commish, as you've seen, so I'll make sure to kind of help if you need to. Take care, guys. Enjoy Max's Madness, and we'll tune in next week for another close update. Cheers.